Do you ever get that feeling? Like you're screaming into the void. Spending hours on a video, perfecting it, uploading it, only for it to be met by the deafening silence of the algorithm. 20 views. 50 if you're lucky. Meanwhile, you watch other creators blow up with concepts that seem to come out of nowhere. You tell yourself they just got lucky. A stroke of genius. But what if I told you that luck is actually a science? And what if I told you that hundreds of viral niches, capable of generating millions of views, are right under your nose, but only a non-human eye can see them? Stick around, I'll show you how to activate this secret radar within you. In this video, we'll explore how artificial intelligence, used in a completely counterintuitive way, can become your greatest ally in sniffing out ideas nobody else sees. We'll follow a story, inspired by real events, to understand the exact method, step by step. From a blank slate, to an idea that captivates an audience, to a game-changing video. Get ready, we're diving down the rabbit hole of content creation. Chapter 1, The Graveyard of Good Ideas. Let me tell you about Leo. Leo might be you. Passionate, creative, but burnt out. He had tried everything: travel vlogs, cooking tutorials, film reviews. Each time, the same result, an engagement desert. He spent his nights scrolling, watching others succeed, wondering what he was doing wrong. His problem wasn't a lack of talent, but a misperception. He was looking at what was already working. He tried to replicate others' success, adding his own personal touch. But by doing that, he was entering a red ocean, a fierce competition where only the biggest fish survive. Every video was a drop in the ocean. He was stuck in what I call the graveyard of good ideas, ideas that, on paper, seem excellent, but are already so overexploited that nobody notices you. He was on the verge of giving up, convinced that content creation wasn't for him. It's often at that precise moment, on the brink, that true innovation occurs. And for Leo, it would take the form of a simple conversation with a machine. Chapter 2, The False Promise of AI. Frustrated, Leo turned to artificial intelligence, like everyone else. He typed in the classic prompts: give me viral video ideas, what are the current YouTube trends, niche topics with little competition. And the AI responded with a list, a predictable one. Make reaction videos to K-pop clips, start a productivity channel using the Pomodoro method, try 24-hour challenges. It was worse than useless. The AI was just regurgitating what was already popular, what was already saturating the algorithms. It showed him the red ocean, but a pumped-up version. He understood one fundamental thing: by asking the same questions as everyone else, you get the same answers as everyone else. AI, used in a basic way, is just a mirror of ambient mediocrity. It amplifies the noise, it doesn't reveal the signal. He was back to square one, but with a new conviction: the problem wasn't the tool, but how it was used. But that's not all, because it was by exploring this frustration that he had an epiphany that changed everything. Chapter 3, AI as an emotion seismograph. The real turning point came when Leo stopped asking the AI what to create, and started asking why people watch. He shifted his perspective. Instead of searching for topics, he started looking for unmet emotions, hidden frustrations, unexpressed desires. His new role for AI was no longer that of an idea generator, but an emotional seismograph. He began feeding it transcripts of comments under popular videos, entire discussions from specialized forums, Reddit threads, and he asked one question: analyze this text and identify recurring emotions, unmet needs, nostalgias, and unresolved problems. The AI was no longer inventing anything, it was listening. And what it began to reveal was fascinating. Under videos of restoring old objects, it didn't detect an interest in DIY, but a profound anxiety about impermanence and a desire for control in a chaotic world. Under videos of grandmothers cooking, it didn't see recipes, but a sense of loss of intergenerational connections. Leo was no longer looking for a niche, he was looking for an emotional void to fill. Chapter 4, Mapping the Blue Oceans of Attention. Armed with this new approach, Leo systematized his research. He defined a method that could be called pain point mapping. He chose a domain that vaguely interested him, for example, retro video games. Instead of asking retro video game ideas, he asked the AI, act as a cultural psychologist. Analyze retro gaming forums and the comment sections of videos on the subject. Extract expressions of nostalgia. Identify common frustrations of players from that era that are not addressed by modern games. Find the most powerful sensory memories evoked by users. The AI then generated not a list of games, but a map of emotions. It highlighted a powerful feeling, the loss of mystery. Players complained that modern games were too guided, that there were no more secrets to discover, no more urban legends to share in the schoolyard. The AI even isolated phrases like, "I remember the thrill of accidentally finding a secret area," or that feeling that the game was a vast, unknown world. And here's the most important part, Leo had found his blue ocean. A strong emotional need, clearly expressed by a community, but for which almost no dedicated content existed. Chapter 5, The Birth of an Unknown Viral Niche. The idea then sprang forth, crystal clear. Leo wasn't going to make retro game reviews. He was going to create a video series titled Ghosts in the Machine. The concept? Mini documentaries about the best-kept secrets, myths, and urban legends of 90s video games. Not walkthroughs, but investigations. He was going to recreate that lost sense of mystery. For example, an entire video dedicated to a rumor about a hidden character in a fighting game, by interviewing old-school players, analyzing the game's code. He was no longer appealing to everyone. He was specifically addressing that emotion, that unmet need identified by the AI. It was an ultra-specific niche, almost invisible to anyone looking at surface trends. But for the people concerned, it was more than just a video, it was an answer to a deep nostalgia. He used the AI one last time, to fine-tune his aim. He asked it, based on the previous analyses, generate 10 titles for a video on this topic that evoke mystery and curiosity, without using clickbait. The AI suggested titles like The Secret This Game Kept for 25 Years or That Door Wasn't Supposed to Open, an investigation into a legendary glitch. He had his concept, and he had the exact language to reach his target audience. Chapter 6, The First Circle Strategy. The first video went live. For the first few hours, nothing happened. 25 views. Leo felt a pang of doubt. But then, something different happened. The few people who watched the video didn't just like it. They commented. Entire paragraphs. "I've been looking for information on this for years. This video takes me back 20 years, thank you." The engagement rate was stratospheric. Why? Because Leo hadn't tried to please the masses. He had created content for the first circle, the superfans, the keepers of the flame of this emotional niche. These were the people who started sharing the video, not on their general social media, but in the places where the tribe gathered, dedicated Discord servers, specific Reddit subreddits, Facebook groups for old-school gamers. They didn't say, "Check out this cool video," they said, "Finally, someone who gets it." It was a rallying cry. The content didn't spread like wildfire, but like a mycelial network, beneath the surface, invisibly but powerfully, connecting enthusiasts to each other. Chapter 7, The Snowball Effect. And that's where the algorithm's magic kicked in. Social platforms don't just reward views, they reward the intensity of engagement. The algorithm saw that this video, although initially not widely viewed, generated exceptional watch times, lengthy comments, and targeted shares. It interpreted these signals as a sign of very high quality. It thought to itself, if this small group of people is so passionate, then other people like them might be too. So it started testing the video with adjacent audiences. People who generally liked retro games. Then people who liked tech documentaries. Then people who liked mystery stories. The snowball began to grow. From 100 views, it went to 1,000. Then 10,000. then 100,000. The video about an obscure video game legend eventually reached over 1 million views. Not because Leo got lucky, but because he reversed the process. He didn't seek a large audience for his idea. He used AI to find an idea perfectly suited for a small, passionate audience, and let their passion do the work for him. Leo's secret radar wasn't a gadget, it was a new philosophy: stop looking at the surface and start probing the depths of human needs. The AI didn't come up with the idea for him. It just gave him a map of the web's hidden emotional territory, and showed him where to dig. This method, this approach, is accessible to anyone. The biggest secret is that the most viral ideas aren't those that shout the loudest, but those that whisper into the ears of those nobody else is listening to. Your audience is waiting. You just need to learn how to hear them. Don't forget to subscribe.